How's it going, everyone? This is Jose Trujillo once again, coming to you from a corner of my art studio, at least where we package some of my artwork, or most of it. Today I wanna come to you from a space of awesome, again, 2017. It's that time where people, most of us, are like, you know what, we gotta start setting our goals. We gotta start doing that. Start rolling. Let's write our goals. Let's put our anchors and visualize what we want to do, and all that stuff, all that law of attraction and all that stuff that people do. Fine, there's nothing wrong with it. Let's go for it, right? What I want to talk to you about is, look, I made a video about something similar called the ROI, right? What is the return on investment on your things? Go check that out as soon as you finish this one, or whatever, vice versa. It doesn't matter. They're both good. This one's going to be good. The other one's good too. The reason why I'm saying this is because what I want to talk to you about is that most people get stuck on the idea of, let me plan things out the right way. And the stuff that I talk to you about, guys, is stuff that I have personally lived, and it still happens to me because I'm a traveler. I'm still going through the journey, right? I care a shit lot about a shit lot. I made up another word, guys. I care a lot about the destination, of course. The destination, right? It's important. I also care about the journey, right? Because it's not the journey or the destination, it's both. Okay? But what happens a lot is that we get stuck on trying to do things the right way. And in this 2017, in this starting, this new year, we're starting out. There's a new era, there's new dreams. Maybe there's old dreams, dusting the old dreams and putting them up and saying, hey, I remember you. I wanted to achieve this goal, right? I want this success for me and my family, or whatever. What happens to us is, I'm talking about the majority of us, right? I don't know if this is not scientific, but I could assume it's the majority of us. We rather try to get the goals set in stone and be right and be perfect than get going. And I believe that specific thing is the reason why our goals are not achieved. I really believe that that's what it is. I believe that based on my experience, okay, this is one man's opinion. Based on my experience, why my goals have been not been achieved, the goals that I set in the past for myself, and the ones that I'm setting now, and I think about it and I realize, I'm like, oh man, yes, I want to achieve this and that, and I understand that you need discipline, and that you need this and that you need that, and all these things. We know all the recipes. Most of us know the recipe. If someone wants to lose weight, we can just Google it. We know the recipe, or most of us know it by heart. We just by heart. Most of us know it, right? We can just, oh yeah, the recipe for losing weight. Here, let me pull it out of this. Here it is. Or the recipe for I don't know, becoming a millionaire. Oh yes, I've been to that seminar. Let me pull it out of here. Like like a magician, we know the recipes. It's bullshit. That's what I want to talk to you about. It's bullshit. It's most people say, oh yes, you need the strategy and this and that. Yes, but the strategy of doing anything, like setting goals, you need the strategy. You need the right strategy to set the right goals. It's bullshit. Most people don't know about this kind of stuff, and I think that a lot of people out there are giving false information. Unless you're looking at the good ones and you look deep into their message, then you understand the message. You understand what they're trying to say. But most of the stuff is surface. They're not really telling you, because a lot of them don't even know. A lot of them are just speakers. They're not really doing their thing. Some of them are real machines, and they're not just speakers. And I hope I'm not confusing anyone with this whole thing. I'm talking about surface. but when you're gonna set your goals, okay? I know I'm jumping all the way back and forth. All right, you're gonna set your goals. Make them simple. Don't overcomplicate it. This is my, I always talk about my religion is simplicity. And the reason why I say that is really my spiritual practice. I want it to be simplicity because everything else seems like shit. Everything else is like a lie. It's like over focus and make it crazy so that you become overwhelmed so that you won't do it and you can procrastinate and learn everything you can about it and then put it away when you get overwhelmed. I feel like that's what most of us do. And I really believe that, again, based on my experience, that we don't achieve our goals not because we're stupid, not because we don't have the right information. Information is like it's the cheapest thing now. I mean, thank you, Google. Information's like, it's like, who sells information? I know a lot of people made a lot of money selling information, but it's the cheapest thing, right? It's like, it's the cheapest commodity. Like, info, really? Like, we all have enough information. We all have enough know-how. We know that, what we need to do and all of that. We even have enough motivation. You don't need motivation. You don't need information. You have enough of that. Because what motivation is, really, what is it? You get psyched out, you get pumped, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I watched Tony Robbins or one of my videos. I don't know. Yeah, I got motivated. Motivation's not gonna do shit for you, other than get you on a high, and then you're gonna drop. And I'm not trying to burst anyone's bubble, but what I'm trying to say here is point out a reality. Look. Knowing things and being motivated and writing your goals and being like, oh yes, I'm gonna do it, it's not gonna make it happen. What will make things happen is that you just start doing it, and it doesn't matter. Like really, it doesn't matter if you're doing it wrong. This is what I'm talking about. This is like a kind of little continuation of the other video on ROI. It doesn't matter if you're doing it wrong. It doesn't matter if you don't have the right skills yet. It doesn't matter if you're not, let's say you're a musician, a guitarist, or a piano player, or whatever. It doesn't matter that you don't have it all together yet. Start playing, start performing, start showing up to other rehearsals, start showing up to the band meetings, to the band, when the band rehearsals or whatever. Show up, just show up. As Jeff Koons says, sooner or later, someone's gonna pass you the ball. This is where most of us, I believe, go wrong. We want to show up when everything is perfect. I got the right strategy. Yes. I know how to paint in oils really well now. Now I can start showing my work or go talk to the galleries. No, don't wait for the right moment. Of course, you want to have something good. Of course, we all want that, right? It's pride, right? We want to feel good about ourselves and have the pride of our work or whatever. But going back to the whole goal thing, to achieving your goals and all of that, it really is the same way. Like, don't wait till you have, I don't know how much energy and how much time I've spent on writing goals and trying to get the perfect strategy for me of how my day is going to go about and how I'm going to do things. I wasn't taught that. I don't come from high performance parents. I don't think even the high performer people don't come from high performance parents. And what I mean by high performance is like the overachievers or the type A. That's what I'm referring to. I don't come from parents like that. They showed certain attributes of people like that, but it's being a person like that requires pure action. And I feel like most of us are stuck on mentalizing about what we want to do. And writing goals is one of those things. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't sit there and write your goals. What I'm saying is don't spend time on it. Don't spend so much time on it. Don't spend so much time on getting stuff right. For example, I'm an artist, right? I'm a painter. I spent a lot of time, and I see artists do that. Spent a lot of times on how am I going to organize my collection of art? How am I going to organize the names for my paintings? Or how am I going to organize what galleries I want to talk to? And then they start going, well, if I talk to this gallery first, this gallery, blah, blah. But if I talk to that gallery, I know Suzanne, who, maybe she can get me in. And they start going on and on and on in this miserable, just just miserable bullshit, and never pull a trigger. Life is about that. Life is about pulling triggers. And I'm not talking to crazy people out there. I'm talking about making things happen. Life is about that. Life is about, you see a target, you go get it. Life is not about, oh yes, I want to go talk to that gallery, or I want that gig, or I want to sell my jewelry in that boutique or whatever. Let me see what I can do, how to go about it. Hold on, let me take out the paper and plan. Of course, there's time for that, right? There's a little bit of that. There's like, okay, how many people, blah, blah. Very little bit. Because it's 99% action. And if you just don't take action, if you just don't get up and go and talk to the boutique, go talk to the gallery. See, the whole thing, I believe, is that we tend to organize because we are trying to conserve something. I think we're trying to we're not going all in, right? We're playing our cards. If this was a poker game, we're playing our cards very I don't know, just overthinking it, right? Just very. I'm not a card player, so I can't really come up with an example. But I've seen the card players. They're like, I've seen some of the worst ones. They're like they're like, and the people that are more, I guess they have more experience. It's kind of like boom, 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 boom. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And I feel like life is that way. You just can't sit there and play it safe. You can't play it safe, because playing it safe it's just keeping you from moving forward. It's like I was talking about painting today in another of my painting videos. If you haven't checked those out, go check them out. But I was talking about how sometimes it goes through my mind, man, am I using a lot of paint? And I know that a lot of artists go through this. Probably most artists, if they're not thinking about that, they're thinking about, am I spending too much time on this? Am I using a lot of paint, or did I paint too many large ones because I don't know if they're gonna sell, and then I didn't paint small ones, or where is the best place to spend my time at? It's like, really, spend your time at anything, whatever you do, as long as it's action. Is a good idea. So I'll leave you guys with this. I know it's a little abstract. At least for me. I don't know for you guys. Maybe you guys are very intelligent and I'm like, all over the place. But when you write your goals for this 2017, or if you already did, look at them and recite them. Put them away. Maybe in the morning, maybe at night. I don't know. I do it twice a day. I do it in the morning, I do it at night. Okay? But then I don't think about how I'm going to get there. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't have a battle plan, right? But so many of us get so entangled in the battle plan that we won't take action. And again, life is about pulling triggers. If we are not constantly moving, creating action, pulling triggers, nothing's going to happen. No one's going to come to your house and say, we're waiting for you, Mr. or Mrs., I don't know, big time artist. We're waiting for you. Where were you at? We're going to make you famous. Here, let's take us to the biggest, baddest gallery in LA or New York or whatever those big, baddest galleries are. No one's going to do that for you. And if they do that, it's because you found them. They didn't find you. Sometimes people think that, oh, they found me. No, you found them. You expose yourself so much that you inevitably created that good experience to be looking. For example, one of the things that I do is that I don't say no to people when they tell me, hey, can you do this painting? Even if I don't know, I don't say no, because life is setting about yes. It's about yes. Most people are like, start saying no right away. They're like, oh, no, I'm too big for that right now. If you're a musician and you get, I don't know, to play with some other guys who are maybe not that big yet, but it's good karma. Sometimes we grow before we have, I don't know if this makes any sense, before we really have grown. Like our minds, our heads are like this big. We're like, oh, this ego, right? They're like, I know what I'm doing. I know everything. I'm at this place where, like, if I'm an artist, I'm like, oh, I choose my commissions wisely. You know, it's like, dude, shut up. Everybody needs work. Like, take it. That's what I'm talking about. You know, the goals in this year, make it about yes. Just go for it. Don't overanalyze, because you will paralyze. I'll leave you with that. My name is Jose Trujillo. I'm a fine art artist. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time.